Hi there, this is Jen from Spokane Public Library again, and this is a year in our garden in which I share the personal trials and tribulations and hopefully some triumphs in my own garden in the hope that you can learn something and mostly from my mistakes. We have a good crop of dills and they have been ready to harvest for quite a few days. But the rain comes and comes and comes, and I was hoping that it would be dry enough for me to harvest to facilitate the drying a little bit faster. But does not look like the rain is going to stop soon. So I'm going to harvest dill today and dry it. I'm not going to wait for the weather to dry it up. So to harvest dill for the winter, you pick off the lacy part, and really this is already too tough. It's tough to the taste, but it's still good. And that's the thing, that's the challenge of growing herb, is that when it matures all of it like this at once. And there is no way you can use dills like this, right? But no worried, I plant them. I plant it for the winter mostly. And that's why I dry it, a whole winter's worth of dills. So first of all, I'm going to take off the lacy part, and I'm going to leave the top here to grow because there's still a bit of growing to do, and I'm going to leave 1 or 2 plants to mature and flower. Dill flowers are beautiful. They look like umbrella, yellow umbrella. And then I will continue to have dill throughout the season, but at the same time, I won't let this go to waste. Otherwise, it'll be too tough. So, it's going to take me a while to harvest this whole crop because I've got dills coming up all over in other places of the garden, at the corner of a potato patch, in the flower beds, outside the fence, inside the fence. I just throw the seeds everywhere since I like them. So, in a little bit, when I'm done harvesting here, I will show you how I dry them for the winter. So I have done a number on the dill crop out there, but there's still a lot to go. So this is how I'm going to dry it. Instead of chopping it with knives, which might be hard to get rid of, I'm going to use scissors and cut them up like this and lay it on some paper towel. Underneath, I put some dish towel on it, and depending on the weather, this should take a few days, maybe a week, until when this is very dry and crispy to your hands. Then you put it in a glass jar and you would have all winter supply of dill. And that's how I dry my dill last year, and I used it all the way until this April. And from this point onward, this part of my countertop is going to be dedicated to various kinds of things drying. There's always going to be something drying, some herbs or vegetables. Now, this is the challenge of growing herbs, is that once it matured, there's no way you can use it up all at once, right? And dill doesn't freeze, but it fortunately dries very well. Unlike cilantro, which does not dry well, it loses all its taste. And it doesn't freeze well either. But dill dries wonderfully and retains the taste quite a bit. So is the case with most of the herb. And that's why we grow herbs, mostly for the winter. So, until next time, happy gardening.